It's on! But since we're at Whipple time, I'm taking it off. Ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Are you ready? All right, here we go. Hey guys, that's night number 2 of Whipple install. We made great progress last night, but we were all getting tired and cranky and crabby and cold, and by that I mean me. No, everybody was kind of getting done. It was like almost 1 o'clock. So Brian and I are here tonight, just us two, and we are hoping to be able to get the heat exchanger on, the head unit, and all the brackets. So we're gonna do as much of that as we can tonight. I don't think it's gonna be a long night again. We are gonna end up being stumped for a little bit because my dad ordered us a coupler. He has the pulley that we want, and then what else did he get?
That's basically all.
Okay, so that's basically it. So he had one of the pulleys laying around at his shop, so he's gonna donate it to the build. So those kind of things are just gonna hold us up a little bit, but we also haven't gotten my fuel system in. We also had to get injectors today. So there's a couple small pieces of the build that are coming together, and like I said last night, all these other things that we're getting that the wrecked donor card didn't have is because it is what I kind of explained what a stage 2.5 is. So we're how did my glasses get wet?
You walked outside in the rain?
Like, what the heck is this? So yeah, so we're slowly working on those. And just as a small update, we talked to my dad today, and it's just gonna end up being a little bit longer of a process with tuning as we thought. So I think he's gonna be able to get it running, but it's not going to be in like drag strip ready mode, you know, as quickly as I was hoping for, which is fine because I was thinking about taking it south to race, but it may not be the greatest because we usually have better DAs here. So as heartbroken as I am, we may have to wait until the spring. So unless I try to go to 2K Texas, which I'd love to go, but we'll see. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, keep us posted, let us know. We'll be there to answer them. So we're gonna start again tonight.
Yeah. So what Joe's doing right now is she's plugging in the jumper harness for the IAT2 for the Whipple kit. This is part of the complete kit. Whipple uses the IMRC reference in order to pull their to pull their post intercooler temperature. So it's basically just a jumper harness, and then there's a intake air temp sensor that plugs into the back of the Whipple that clearly is already on there since we pulled it off the other car. So okay.
What's next?
Next, we are going to start installing the harness for your intercooler pump. Basically what we got here. Alright, so this is going to be...
Hey, my favorite song's on.
I hate this song.
I know you do.
So this is going to be the connector that goes to the intercooler pump itself. This is a jumper that we are not using because we have the oversized heat exchanger and not the heat exchanger with fans on it. So this doesn't get used. Your basic relay and inline fuse. This will be ground that will pull off the shock tower. This is a fuse tap. We're tapping into fuse number 38, which is basically just an ignition source. And then this will be what we're going to tap power off of for the harness itself. So we're going to get these put into place and start running them cleanly.
So since you're not using that one portion,
Yes.
are you cutting it off or what are you doing?
No, we're just leaving it there. It's capped off. If you had the other part, you would just pull this out. It would come with it, and you plug it right in there. But oversized heat exchanger things.
Oversized in a good way.
Yep. So you're going to be taking off this ground.
Okay.
And then in here, you're going to take off this main stud here.
Okay.
And then the injector,
How's there a leaf in here?
I don't know. And then the other, the fuse jumper is going to go to fuse number 38. That's gonna cover most of it anyways. Bam.
Okay.
Factory installation. And then we'll just route this back down through the front here
For the heat exchanger.
for the intercooler pump.
Spin that around a couple more times.
What around?
The camera. You only set it on there.
It is, I mean, it's on there.
Okay.
It's not falling off. So next we're gonna start removing some factory bolts so that we can install the bracket for the Whipple. I'll remove the 1, 2, 3, and 4 down there on the timing cover.
I actually looked at the directions and knew that.
Oh, good job, Joe. Joe's gonna take care of that right now. And then we're gonna get the bracket prepped since it's off the car already. And everything's kind of lined up. So we're gonna go grab that and we'll meet back up over here in a second.
My gut is having a party.
Is it?
Yep.
Yelling at you?
I don't know why. Taco Bell last night.
Plausible. Definitely plausible. Is it hungry again?
I hope not. Well, I wonder, why did they have you do this first when you have to be able to access that?
I don't really know. I was curious.
Can they see me?
Not right now.
So we already loosened this upper radiator hose, but it's kind of odd that Whipple has you put it back in on the instructions first before you put the pulley bracket in. So we already loosened it up and we're just going to move it. We're going to set it over here out of the way because it's kind of difficult to be able to put the bracket in with that there. So if you're doing this at home and you're going to be installing, we're going to save you a little bit of time and help you by don't put the radiator hose back on. I'm not sure why Whipple did that. So once we put that bracket on, we're going to put it back on. So we have these standoffs that are numbered. You can't see them, so I'm not going to show you. And then the back of the bracket right here by each screw is numbered. So I'm going to have to put them in and Brian's going to line it up so they create space from the block and the bracket. So basically those long screws are replacing the ones that I took out.
Oh yeah, it smells like good Alright, that one,
Is this just replacing the OEM one?
yeah, it's just to keep belt tension.
Okay.
So that one's not technically installed when you get the kit, but since we pulled it off the other car, that we just left it on there when we were taking it apart.
So pulley bracket's done. What's next?
Next we are going to put in the
Heat exchanger?
tensioner.
Do I feel like I'm doing anything? No. body booty shot.
Sure, Joe.
Just from the side.
Just from the side?
Yeah, get it that side. Not with the camera, not with your phone. What? So we just took off the OEM one and we have the Whipple one now.
The Whipple what?
The Whipple idler pulley. So we're going to replace this right now and I'm going to use the torque wrench. So it goes, I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to finger it. I'm going to hand tighten it a little bit. And then what does it have to be torqued to?
18 foot-pounds.
Okay.
Is what I'm torquing this to. So we're going to bend the AC line out of the way. Okay, should be good. So per the Whipple instructions, you want to leave 3/8 of an inch clearance, just so it doesn't whip back and forth.
This is like completely in the way still. The AC line has to be.
It's not in the way.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was in the way.
Okay, try now. It'll be okay. There you go. This one goes in here.
What does that have to be torqued to?
I'll tell you. That one gets torqued to 30 foot-pounds.
You already did it.
Oh, okay.
Hey. I'm not sure if we explained why this tape was on here, but just in case you were wondering, this was on the holes just in case, since if you've noticed, we're a bit klutzy. So it's just to plug it to make sure that nothing dropped into the engine. But since we're at Whipple time, I'm taking it off. Ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yes.
You gotta help me.
Okay. All right, here we go. It's on! Our next step after this is to bolt it down. Oh, I remember taking these off.
Do you?
Yeah, I helped you. Do they have to be torqued?
Yeah, we just need to get them in and hand tight first.
Yeah, I know, but I was just curious what it was. What we're doing is we are bolting it down right here, you can see. And right there. And then we're going to work on around next. So we're probably going to have to finish pretty soon after this because, like I was saying earlier, we don't have the injectors. We are going to be changing this pulley out as well. And what else for tonight?
We had to swap the electronics over on the throttle body, so we can probably do that tonight.
Okay.
And then we can probably get your heat exchanger mounted, and most of the lines ran for that, and then we'll probably be at a good stopping point for the night.
Okay.